What up, though, y'all? It's Chris. Appreciate you connecting with me while I'm out here on the run, getting things done, moving right along to the next thing. Let's get to the topic at hand. It's Monique. Now, oh boy, people are tired of Monique. I see that. I look in the comments on different videos about her. People are sick of Monique. And now is no different. We know that Angie Stone passed a little bit ago, and she recently, they had a memorial for her recently. I'm not going to say she recently had a memorial. But Tyler Perry, who claims to have been good friends with her, maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. He was speaking at the memorial. He said that he didn't know that she was being treated the way that she was, and he was upset about this, something to that effect. And people were calling cap about this because basically their feelings are, how is this such a good friend of yours and you had no idea that she was going through what she was going through in terms of being robbed for her money? How could you not notice this is supposed to be somebody you're so close to? Like, she never mentioned this to you ever? I don't know. Maybe she didn't, but this is what people was saying. So he stands up there and, you know, he gave a speech. It felt a little, it didn't feel genuine. Whatever. What do I know? I don't know what's in that man's heart. But that couldn't be that. It couldn't just be a service about Angie Stone. Monique decided to take Angie Stone's memorial, Angie Stone's passing, and morph it into something about her. Now, we know that Monique has got some powerful enemies in Hollywood in the form of Tyler Perry, Oprah, and Lee Daniels. Monique has done a very good job of blackballing herself. However, she blames Tyler Perry, saying that she was difficult to work with as for why she is blackballed, not her own actions. I.e., given a comedy routine, and during the comedy routine, saying the three of the aforementioned people can suck her imaginary schlong. I mean, that was pretty much career soup. That was it. You torpedoed your career. So whatever way you felt like Tyler Perry, whatever you feel like he said or did that blackballed you, there might have been a way back from it. But then you went and you said that about the movers and shakers of Black Hollywood. You literally made lifelong enemies out of the three most powerful people in Black Hollywood. No accountability. Now, I'm not saying Monique was wrong in her feeling like the way that she does, but the way she went about it made things way worse, and she's too stubborn to realize it. Yeah, I remember she was on Steve Harvey a while back. This was some years ago. She went on Steve Harvey's show, and Steve Harvey was trying to help her see how she went about that situation all wrong. Now, I didn't completely agree with Steve Harvey, but I did agree with him when it came to him saying, look, you didn't handle this gracefully, and that's why you in the situation that you in. The situation that you in, it's not fair, but you exacerbated it. She just would not see it. She kept talking about she did nothing wrong. She did nothing wrong. Tyler Perry was not the only one that said that he really didn't like working with Monique. Now she says he never worked with her, so how could he say that? Okay, whatever, man. But it was such a just bad move. It was so diabolical. There we go. Taking the passing of a beloved artist, taking that, someone that's gone too soon, passed tragically, and using that as a vehicle to rehash your grievances with Tyler Perry just because he happens to be sitting up there giving some sort of eulogy or whatever. Man, it's like Monique goes above and beyond to be as unlikable as possible. The woman burns every bridge and wonders why she can't get anywhere. You know, like really, she wonders why no one reaches out to her, no one invites her anywhere. It's because she's nuclear. Especially after making enemies out of Tyler Perry, Lee Daniels, and Oprah Winfrey. Nobody's gonna touch you after you made enemies out of them. Remember, if you made beef with Harvey Weinstein, you were pretty much blackballed. And nobody was saying that was right, but that's just kind of how it was. So you really didn't, even if you really didn't care for him, you really didn't air that out. You know, you kind of just sat on that. There's consequences. You have freedom of speech. You can say whatever you want, but freedom of speech. And people like Monique really seem to struggle with this. Freedom of speech is not freedom of consequences. You have every right to not like the three of them. You have every right to express your disdain for the three of them. But understand that in doing so, there might be some sort of down the way negative effects as a result of it. You know, no one's challenging, I feel how I feel, I have the right to feel how I feel. Yup, you got the right to feel how you feel. You got the right to say whatever you want to say. Nobody's going to challenge that. But when you put that out there in the ether, you went saying something incredibly disrespectful. Because the three of them, they've not spoken out about Monique. They still know. And Tyler Perry, even though she called him out yet again, still is not going to acknowledge her. So you said this very disrespectful thing to three people who are in the position to crush you like a cockroach. And apparently can do so quietly because they don't even acknowledge you. And here you are once again dredging up your issue with Tyler Perry. You got such a hard-on for them that you really thought it was appropriate to release a statement using him speaking about Angie Stone as some sort of point of reference for how he did you. I mean, man. And then she wonders why people really don't mess with her like that. Ridiculous. She didn't do herself any favors with this. The general consensus from what I've seen, everybody tired of Monique. I mean, she got a few hardcore fans, because, you know, I think everybody has those. Some fans that just rock with them no matter what. So she still has those. But the general consensus is people are just tired of Monique and wish she would just shut up and move on with her life already. I don't know. I think I might fall into that camp too. Let me know what you guys think, though. I'll be reading them comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.